All right, guys. All right, guys, we're awake. Let me do a poll here. We're gonna get a poll going. We got Roblox earnings dropping today. Disney earnings this evening. Get some music playing. All right, so again, today we got Roblox earnings. The market's actually gapping up a little bit. Looks good to me. What do you guys got today? Does the market hold? Does the market hold today's green movement? Vote on the poll. Let me know. Yes or no. All right. Let me get the music playing. No, to get the express funded account, and it's just one step. They changed the rule like a month ago or so to where now it's just one step. Okay, we do have Roblox earnings sometime today. I'm trying to see what we got. Hey, what's up, Val? Yeah, Disney up today, so we'll probably take some profit in our Disney trade. We're really nicely up in that one today. Tesla, we're green. We bought that one yesterday too. Disney, we're up really nicely. We'll take money in that one off. Apple is up really green today too. I don't know. Disney drops their earnings today, so it might just be up on their earnings report. I'm not sure why it's up. All right, so I think Disney is up specifically because Disney put out a report saying that they were going to get into gambling with ESPN, and investors are pumped about that. Disney's almost up to 89s right now. Again, I made so much money on Disney over the last year. It's just lovely. I know today's not CPI day. CPI day is actually tomorrow. Today we don't really have much going on in terms of economic data. Again, it's a pretty slow week. Next week I think we're busier. Let me see. But this week's been pretty slow, man. There's just not much going on. Honestly, it's probably for the best. Like my kids start school, and so it really is probably for the best. I mean, today we have the 10-year or the 30-year mortgage rate. We've got Mexico CPI and PPI. We got Brazil retail sales, crude oil inventories, and that's basically it. We don't really have anything else big. Tomorrow is the big day with like CPI, Harker speaking, a couple other things, but tomorrow is like the big day for sure. Yeah, I mean, I've already made so much money on Disney, man, and this is what I'm saying. Like I understand people being skeptical of Disney too, but when they're wrong consistently about like my buys, when they're like, "Oh, look at every like it's like every red day they try to bring it up," and then when it's up huge percentages, back up to basically $90 a share, it's just kind of silence. It's just kind of crickets. And it's like, all right, well, we know y'all's bias. And Disney's up. Again, I'm going to take profit once 8 a.m. hits because I can. Here's Tesla. Tesla up to over 250s. Again, we did buy a dip in this one yesterday where we're green on Tesla too. So we'll take some cushion on that one as well. We're also green on Roblox, which I know releases their earnings today. They've been pushing up a lot. I don't think their earnings are out with theirs yet. But yeah, Roblox is up pretty big. Yeah. Expectations is 3.3%. That's higher than June. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, CPI, we've already seen like noticeable declines in CPI inflation data over the last like year straight. And so we'll see. What the heck, man? Bro, I swear, if another person contacts me trying to get me to make a course with them, dude, it's like, listen, I'm never going to sell a course, bro. They're contacting the wrong people. Like, the wrong person. Like, I'm never going to sell a course, man. Like, if I was going to sell a course, just in case this person that keeps emailing me, asking me to partner on a course, is like, listen, if I was ever going to sell a course, I wouldn't do it and give you a cut of it. Random guy emailing me. It's like, what do y'all think? It's like, oh, well, let me create a course, but I'm just going to split 30% of it with this random site. Like, get the F out of here, bro. I'm never going to share a course with you. I'm never going to do a course anyway. I'd get so much heat if I tried to sell a course that it just wouldn't be worth it. All right, guys. We got a poll. 66% of people say yes, the market holds today's green movement. Yesterday we had a nice movement as well. I'm up on Tesla too. I'll probably take some profit on Tesla as well. Once I can. Ooh. Is Amtrak publicly traded? I don't know, man. Look, I woke up really nauseous. Should I take these Rolaids that I've been taking, man? I took some last night before I went to sleep. I was hoping it would help my stomach. It didn't. Again, be ready, guys. In 4 minutes, we got Roblox earnings coming out. Roblox earnings dropping. Again, AMC still over 5. Apple up really green today. Tesla up nicely today as well. A lot of stuff is green today. We're also green on Google, which is nice. Also green on Tyson Meats, man. Tyson Meats, dude. Like, I don't know what we did, but somehow we got an average of 75.70s. Or no, that's our profit. Where our profit on the remaining, and we took a lot of profit on this one already, so we made a couple hundred from it. But our average price is 51.60. I don't know how I got that average. I guess I just added this one to this one a bunch when it dipped and then took profit on the bounce. All right, and yeah, guys, so we got Disney earnings today. I don't know if I'm going to cover them or not. I really don't. I don't know if I'm going to cover Disney earnings. I could. I know we get some people here. But like, I don't know if it'll be worth it. Disney reports theirs after the bell today. I'd rather get kind of hyped up for CPI. All right, guys, we got 2.5 minutes, guys. 2.5 minutes. Again, we got Sony releasing their earnings today, too. So here's Sony. Sony released theirs early this morning. Still not really moving that much. And then here's the SPY today, or the Q. We can look at the SPY or the Q today. Again, SPY up to 450s. Really green day yesterday. NASDAQ. Again, here's the Q. Q is up to 370s. So Q's still looking pretty good. Again, here's Tesla. Here's AMC. AMC at 503s. Here's Tesla. Gonna watch Disney today too, see if we get some upward movement leading into all this stuff. It's really hot here in Texas. It's like 105 degrees during the day. It's hot. It's not cold. All right, guys. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at my kids' stuff. My kids are starting school. So here, let me see if Roblox released their earnings. They were scheduled to release theirs right at 7. Let's see, we're looking at Roblox. I don't see anything. I do see some volatility for Roblox, but I don't actually see any earnings that are released for them yet. Let me know if you guys see yours. CPI is expected at 0.2%. So pretty flat month to month, realistically. CPI is expected at 0.2%. Core CPI is expected at 2.2%. Base CPI is expected to go up 0.3%. Base CPI or core CPI on the year is expected to go down 0.1%. And so that's essentially what we got. So pretty mixed numbers, pretty neutral, I would say. Again, we're looking at Roblox to see if we get some like pops or volatility. I don't know when Roblox is scheduled to release their stuff, but it's sometime soon. Look at that Tesla dip. I'm going to go ahead and take some off of Tesla, just a little piece, since I can. All right, we just took a little piece off of Tesla, locked in some profits. What else are we in? We're in Tyson. We're so green on that one, it doesn't matter. We're also green in Disney. I'm going to go ahead and take some more off of Disney just to lock in some profit. I mean, I'm still green, but we're just going to lock in some more. There we go. Just lock in some profit, protect the trade. What else are we green in? Tesla, we're green in. We're also green in Exxon. I'm pretty green in Exxon. What size do we have here? Ooh, Exxon's up big on the day too. I think we're just going to keep sitting on this one. We already took profit on that one. Roblox. We're watching Roblox. Take a little piece off Roblox, lock some profit in that one too. We're waiting on Roblox to release their earnings. They're supposed to release theirs sometime soon, but they're not out with theirs yet. So we're green in Disney, green in Google, green in Roblox, green in Tesla, green in Tyson, green in Walgreens, green in Exxon. All right. When's the Walgreens dividend hit? When was the X date for that? Again, we're looking at Roblox. I don't see Roblox moving here. I mean, it's supposed to drop earnings this morning. Right at, or no, it's 7. So Roblox actually doesn't release theirs for another hour. But there's Roblox on the right. Apple dipping down a little bit. Eighteenth of August. When do you have to hold that from? Just hasn't hit yet. Gotcha. Yeah, I've been holding Walgreens for a little while. I'm not sure how long. We've already taken profit on it. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm looking at other news. I don't really see any other big news dropping. I see 30-year mortgage rates are at 7.09%, man. Wow. Yeah, and honestly, I kind of got figured out why there's like, look, here's the 30-year mortgage rate. It's up there to 7%. You know, which is, again, like, why, like, to put it into perspective on why we get so many bearish traders here, right? I know personally some of these guys are mortgage people. And again, I'm not going to say how I know, but some of the guys that I know for a fact are creating fake accounts are mortgage people. And so their bias, the reason they're so bearish, and I can kind of see some of them creating fake accounts and just kind of getting toxic. And it makes sense why, I guess, because it's like the reason they're so bearish is because they need the market to drop. Because like the mortgage market in terms of like rates and hold on one second, I gotta see something real quick. Yeah, so basically, if a lot of like, so say you're a mortgage broker, right? Say you're a mortgage broker and you might be struggling, like a lot of them have over the last year, because mortgage rates essentially doubled, right? So business is like dried. You know what I mean? Now imagine you're them and like you're struggling as more in mortgages because business is dried up, right? What do you want to happen? Right? You want the market to fall, because what happens when the stock market drops is that the mortgage rates typically go down as well, right? So like rates go down as the market goes down, and so like for a lot of them in real estate, it's kind of confirmation bias. Like they're desperate for the market to go down because that means mortgage rates will come down with it, and ultimately they'll get more business. It'll be easier to sell mortgages. That's where a lot of the nonsense is coming from, I think, and it makes sense why. Again, I think people hide under the anonymity of the internet, but like that's 100% what's going on, and it's kind of it's interesting to see because mortgage rates aren't super high, like average wise. Like on averages, mortgage rates are not like ridiculously priced. They're higher than people are used to right now for sure. But again, that's the natural state of the market. Mortgage rates aren't going to stay low forever. We do have a little bit of a pop in Roblox here. Again, Roblox releases their earnings in about an hour. Yeah, exactly. Pin Gaming. Yeah, Pin dropped their earnings too. But yeah, it's something that you see a lot. It's something that I realized yesterday. Is like a lot of these mortgage brokers. So Pin beat EPS and came in neutral on sales. But yeah, so like basically, if your business has struggled because mortgage rates went from 3 to 7, you're gonna hope the market comes down, right? And it makes sense why. Like I've had a lot of people really biased, the market's gonna fall, and it's like, of course, like that's what they want to happen. So like me sitting here being like, oh, the market's gonna go up, or the market doesn't have to crash, might hurt a little bit. I mean, it's not my fault, but like some people are just emotional in that regard, and they want the market to fall because they want mortgage rates to go down because they want their business to reignite, and eventually it will. Like you know, a high mortgage rate doesn't last forever. Just like a market flying up, bull market doesn't last forever, but it's still something to understand that like most people in real estate are going to be innately biased against the market because they want rates to go down so that real estate goes back to what it was, where prices are flying. But I don't know if that's necessarily sustainable for like prices, like the amount at which we've been selling houses, not we, but the amount at which houses have been selling over the past few years prior to the last like 8 months is not sustainable. You know what I mean? It's the same stuff you saw in 2008 where you just see houses flying, people buying houses left and right. It's just not sustainable. People waiving appraisals and paying cash well over list price, like just out there market. But yeah, you can see Pin Gaming here, Pin Entertainment. They dropped their numbers here. This is a casino stock, I believe. Still watching Roblox. Roblox bounced up a little bit too. But yeah, Pin getting very volatile after their earnings release. Yeah, the housing market's been in a bubble for the last like 3 years, especially 21, 22. The housing market's just in a crazy bubble. And again, like, to understand why, like, if you zoom out, guys, like, to understand this dynamic here, it's important for a lot of people to understand this, right? Like, why do you guys think the market, or why do you think the housing market was doing so well? Is because if you look at the actual market, when did this real estate boom start, guys? When did this real estate boom start? The real estate boom started in 2021 and 2022, and look what happened. We had big pullbacks, right? The market started to slow down as interest rates started to increase. Let me see if I can find a graph. Let me see if I can find a graph. Let me see. So, yeah, I'm looking at the mortgage rates, guys. Let me see if I can find an actual date. Yeah, so again, starting in like 2020 and 2021, mortgage rates have dipped down to like 2%, 2.25%. And so what happens when mortgage rates are so low is that everybody just starts buying up. Everybody just starts buying up stuff. Trying to find an actual graph here, though. But yeah, the point is, when the market pushes up, that pushes mortgage rates up, and a lot of people don't want mortgage rates to go up, unfortunately. And so they are innately biased against that happening, and I think sometimes that makes them kind of weird, Again, Penn. Watch Penn. Very volatile right now. Watching Google. We are green in Google slightly. Foot Locker earnings. No, so today we have earnings this morning. Let me make sure these are right. Yeah, so earnings this morning are Roblox, Sony, Penn, which just dropped, Wendy's, Vertex Energy, Jack in the Box, Brink, BKSY, Valvoline, and that's basically it. Nothing else really big. Yeah, I mean, what I'm specifically doing, I know the benefits of mortgages, but I want to pay cash for my next house. So like right now, what I'm doing is saving up to buy a house cash. What I've thought about doing, though, like one of the things I thought about doing, and again, you guys can, this is the next, like, this is what I want to do as a business right now, is like, I think what I'm going to try to do next is start a dumpster rental business, but I'm going to have to buy some land for it. And so my plan is to buy like some land, put a warehouse, either I could either buy some land with a warehouse on it already and some unrestricted land, or I can buy some land and then throw a warehouse on it afterwards. And basically, invest in maybe like 5 to 10 dumpsters, and then of varying size, and then rent them out. The only problem is like, okay, so I could buy a truck, and Carol and I can drive the truck ourselves, or we can hire a truck driver to do it. And I guess the way you would do it is you'd have to pay him per trip, which I don't know. How much does a truck driver cost to drop off and pick up a dumpster? I would imagine it can't be more than like $100, And so if you rent the dumpster for $500, you pay the driver $100, then you're gonna net a lot of that, excluding gas. Maybe we'll throw $50 of gas in there. You're gonna net like $350 from it. And so I mean, that's not bad. And I think if you diversify that enough, it can be a good little It'll be a good little business. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not trying to be some super expert day trader. Nobody, like, again, I'm not trying to be some super expert day trader. Like, other day traders can sell courses and do whatever they want to do, and that's fine. Again, we're mostly an economic channel. We're reporting on economic data, and so look, I like day trading. I day trade a ton. I'm sponsored by TopStep, and TopStep's great, and I love day trading. I really do. I do it every day. But like, I don't want to be another day trading guru. I would rather just be like a free resource and post economic data for free. And I think that's probably the right move. Yeah, for sure. And it might cost like $100, I think, to dump the trash. Yeah, so the other option is to buy the truck myself, which is an option. It's just a business I'm thinking of. Again, I don't know whether to do it or not. That's the latest one I'm looking into. I move dumpsters for a living and make $30 an hour. 100 is not going to cut it. Yeah, but $30 an hour, it might take 2 hours to go pick the dumpster up and bring it back. And again, I don't know. Maybe y'all are right. I'm open to hearing about it all. Again, this is something I thought about. Like, generally, if you look at business ideas on the internet, there's not going to be many good ones. Like, most of the businesses the internet talks about are going to be super saturated. Weird, man. You see, people are just strange, dude. But you have to pay 40 hours plus benefits for the week. I'm not going to hire somebody on payroll. Here's the queue. Again, we got a little dip in the queue. We'll see if it actually holds. Yeah, that's probably right. I'd have to buy trucks, and that's okay. I could probably pay for a truck. We probably only need one truck, maybe. Carol doesn't really do anything, so she was talking about maybe she can learn how to drive a truck, Again, Apple at 180.60s, Pin at 29.19s. So again, we're watching Roblox. Roblox is scheduled to release theirs in 10 minutes. Roblox is back up some too, back up to $39 a share. I don't know. Palantir, how's Palantir doing? I wasn't able to cover their earnings. And so, again, Palantir at $17 right now. So Palantir's had a crazy, couple days from earnings. What the F is that? What was that, bro? There was this bug, man. It was big, dude. It's right here. Where'd it go, bro? Now I'm feeling uneasy, dude. Where did this bug go, man? Oh, dude. I can't see anything, bro. Maybe I should turn some lights on in here, man, because that bug looks sketchy, dude. I don't know where it went, and it was just flying right in front of me. Oh, there it is right there, dude. What is that? Okay, bro, hold up. This bug's about to get got. Oh, no, it's gone. Oh, shit. Where'd it go? Oh, wait, is that it? Oh, that's it right there. Bro. It's gone. I don't know what kind of bug that was either, man. But it's somewhere. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, snap. Bro, I can't see anything, dude. I'm about to have to turn the light on in here. Whatever it is, it's not sitting still. Pest control business. Honestly, maybe it's time. I'm not really afraid of bugs like that. Like, I'm not one of those ones that are going to flail around, like, scared of the bug. But I don't like these little bugs that I can't see. Where'd it go? Oh, well. It's a bug-shaped drone. Yeah, they're spying on me. Hey. Yeah. How much is the truck? 100K? Nah, man. I could probably get one for like 20. You know? And I think like the real benefit of it is like diversification, like, right? So say like the math adds up, and this is what got me interested, because we rented a dumpster too, and like that's why, you know, that's why I thought about this, was because like, okay, so we rent a dumpster, right? So they say the average profit margin in these dumpster businesses is about 50%. So say you rent a dumpster out for $550 for the week, for the dumpster, right? So you're gonna make half of that. So you're gonna make about $275 net per trip, right? But say you have say you do 20 rentals a month. Say you've got like a portfolio of 10 dumpsters, and you rent each of them out 2 times, in the month, right? Then you're gonna make about $5,500 net that month, and so that's not bad, So I think you'd have to figure out the semantics behind it, but that's not bad, and so that's what I'm looking at. But again, we're thinking about it. I think it's going to take some startup costs for sure. But I think the way I do it is like, I'd rather buy some land with a warehouse on it already that I can store it on, and then maybe like rent out. If there's a house, I could either put like a easy house, like I could throw a house on there and then rent it out if I wanted to as well. The only risk would be if they steal it, but I don't know. The other option would be to rent a warehouse. I don't like renting a warehouse, Maybe I could start it off that way, but becoming a house appraiser is going to be a huge demand once the interest rates drop for refinance, if they drop. Again, I think what I've noticed is that a lot of the huge trolls on my stream are mortgage people, which is very telling of something else. I'm not going to say what it is, but I kind of have a good idea of who's doing it, unfortunately, because, again, and I think a lot of mortgage guys are really struggling right now because rates have gone up so much. And again, like the mortgage rates are typically going to move with the market. So the market pushing up is not good for mortgage guys. And so they're innately biased against the market pushing up because they want the market to pull down some so that rates fall, so that their business reignites, and it's fine to have that bias, but as long as like it's not super forceful. If it's super forceful, it's just toxic. And I think a lot of people that I know and that a lot of people are weird, and yeah. You can rent out trailers too. Yeah, but that's the smaller scale, I think. And plus trailers are going to fall apart. Like the good thing about dumpsters is that they're steel. Like those things are not going to fall apart very easily. They're going to hold their value for the most part over time. They're not going to depreciate very much. And so when you buy one, you might get a dumpster for like anywhere between like $4,000 to $7,000. But when you buy it, it's not going to depreciate fast. you know, like a trailer will. Like a trailer, you start putting junk on a trailer, depending on what it's made of and what kind of trailer it is, that thing could depreciate pretty quick. If you're using it for like renting purposes, it's kind of like when you rent out a vehicle, people are going to kind of rag out that vehicle. Same thing with the trailer. I think it's just going to depreciate really quick. Yeah, well, there's always going to be competition. I was talking to Carol about it, and again, like I have a very stable income. Like I'm very blessed. Like I have a very stable income. I've got a lot of money saved. Uh, like I don't need or want for anything, and that's great. But like I get bored, bro. I really get bored, man. Like I get bored, is what it is. Like I get bored, and I want to start other businesses because of boredom. You know, like I do what I do, and then I built a successful business, and now I've got a couple, and now I'm bored. I want to do another one, and I enjoy doing it. You know, they say 6 businesses fail before 1 succeeds, and that's probably pretty accurate. And so I think you got to go into stuff like this, understanding you might fail, and that's okay. You know, you keep pushing, eventually one will stick. Not a dump trailer. Well, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like, look. You know, the other option is you could start a like a tow truck business, but I know less about that. Amazon drivers are making 100K. Probably. Storage business is a good one to mark. Yeah, but how much does a storage place cost? The problem is traffic, right? Like most of the places for sale, like you look for storage, like storage companies for sale near you, like storage buildings. The problem is that none of them, like the question is always this: why are they selling? You know, like why are they selling? The other thing is like those are going to depreciate over time. You know, so that's a vulnerable business, I think, because of depreciation. I think if it's in the right area, it's fine, because no matter what, it's probably going to appreciate in value if it's in the right area. But if it's in the wrong area, what you're going to get is you're going to get a depreciation in terms of like the physical property is going to depreciate and wear over time. Number 2 is like the area could depreciate over time as well. And that's 2 really vulnerable things for any business. And so I think like for a rental business, that's what worries me. Again, Roblox sitting right here up at $39 a share right now. The Q is starting to pull back. We've been gapping up most of the day today, but we're starting to finally pull back a little bit here. So I mean, I don't know. Let's see, how much do Amazon drivers make? Yeah, I'm showing most Amazon drivers make about 18 bucks an hour. They make as much as 33 an hour. And so, you know, 33 times 8 means you're going to make about 264 a day. You know, you work 5 days a week. You're going to make about 1320 a week times 4.3. You're going to make about 5,500 bucks a month, which is nice. That's a good income. All right, $5,500 a month is good income. But it's not 100K. It's about 60, you know. And that's at the highest range. You know, the lowest range where they're making about $17.50 an hour times 8. It's about 140 a day times 5 days a week, $700 a week times 4.3 weeks in a month. Make about 3K a month, which is about 36,000 a year. So I mean, they're not making 100K most places, at least. Maybe they are. I don't know. Yeah, CPR is big. That'll be fun. Yeah, UPS is more established. They probably pay a little bit better, I guess. Yeah, so again, one of the things I'm proud of with this channel is that, like, I never sold a course. I never claimed to be an expert. When people ask me stuff, a lot of the time I say I don't know. And I think a lot of time the only critical things people can really say about the channel is that, like, they can try to critique my day trading skill, or they could try to critique my trading skill. But, like, the reality of it is, dude, like, none of that matters. Like, again, none of that matters. The biggest long-term edge you're ever going to have is blue chip value investing, you know? And so what happens with a lot of day traders is, like, they fudge their numbers. They pretend, you know, like, they sell a course. They claim to be an expert. They claim to be making so much money. And so, you know, whenever they set that standard for themselves, they end up having to fudge things a little bit. And that makes them kind of lie to people to a certain extent. And again, I'm very proud to just be honest with people. Again, I'm not claiming to be profitable. I'm not even claiming to be a good trader. And again, my channel is mostly economic data. Like, most of my channel, like, we grow from economic data and earnings. And so we day trade, but we swing trade, we invest. It's certainly not a pure day trading channel. And again, I never wanted it to be that way. I always wanted it to just be a resource for traders. I don't need to be, you know, I don't need to be like a guru day trader slanging courses to my followers, you know, because again, what happens when you do that is, like, you start to have to fudge your numbers a little bit, I think, you know, so you start to have to fudge your numbers a little bit. I think, I'd rather just be real, you know. Disney earnings are this evening. So Disney earnings are at 4 this evening. We'll probably stream it. I don't know. I guess we will. I mean, we didn't get that bad of views on the last one. Like, the last Disney stream. Let me see what we got. So yeah, I guess it's not that bad. It's only a couple hours. As long as Disney earnings are at 4:30, I don't mind covering those real quick and just kind of covering the earnings call, and then covering CPI tomorrow. Let me see. Yeah, so 4:30. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so this isn't bad. We'll cover Disney earnings. You keep it real. That's why I'm here. Yeah, thanks, man. Again, I'm not claiming to never have to reset or buy a bunch of accounts or anything like that. Like, I'm not claiming to be some super profitable day trader. But I'll tell you this: a lot of the guys that are out there pretending to be are not. Like, they're just kind of, again, a lot of the time I'll have to reset an account, or, you know, a lot of the time that's what happens. You know what I mean? And so, for a lot of the guys out there that you might think are these crazy profitable traders, you know, a lot of them are doing the same thing. You know, Apple moving back up, testing the VWAP. It's at 181. So again, we'll see if that holds. But again, I guess we do have Disney earnings today. Oh, we got a bounce or dip today, guys. Ooh, I'm nicely green today. Hey, Roblox is still doing well. Hey, Roblox drops their earnings in about 25 minutes. See, we're nicely green on Tesla, too. Disney, we're really green on that one as well. Again, we got to watch Roblox, though, because Roblox does have earnings today. Roblox drops their earnings in about 23 minutes or so. 23 minutes. All right, we're looking at earnings today, guys. Again, we had some stuff drop earnings. We're waiting on Roblox, and then we'll post this. But again, mixed earnings with some red pushed in there. I see the Bitcoin ETF is trending. All right, so again, the BLK Insider said that the spot Bitcoin ETF approval is expected in 4 to 6 months, according to Mike Novogratz, according to a potential insider with BLK. Again, 4 to 6 months. It's not that long. We'll see if we get that. Hey, what's up, Beach Bum? Maybe you need a vacation. We need you, brother. Stop talking like that. Talking like what? I'm going to keep streaming, man. I'm going to keep streaming. I'm going to keep doing this, man. Again, these are ideologies that I've had the entire time running my channel. Where it's like, I never wanted to be a day trading guru, man. I've seen enough of that stuff already. You know? All right, we got about 300 people here at 7:30 in the morning, guys. About 300 people here at 7:30. Hey, what's up, fireworks? Yeah, I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter what. Again, anytime you do something cool, you're gonna get haters. You're gonna get insecure people, and so it's all good. It really is. I'm super proud of the channel, and yeah, we're gonna keep doing it. We're not gonna stop it. You know, I'm sitting here for 4 hours a day, so really, I'm just kind of hanging out. 20 minutes, guys, before we got Roblox numbers. We'll see if we get some good trades in there too. We're green on a lot of our TopStep accounts. We'll probably get funded on at least another one this week. My problem with these is like I really want to get funded, so I think I push a little bit too hard leading into it. You know what I mean? So I think I push a little bit too hard trying to get funded on one day, and that kind of puts me back, and I kind of got to slow down a little bit, I think. Market is starting to bounce back some too. Yeah, at least you know you're doing something that these haters admire. 100%. Yeah. Again, I'll tell you this: the biggest haters are typically people who try to do what I'm trying and failed to do. Try to do what I'm doing and failed. Biggest haters you'll ever see. You know. thought about buying 6 or 7 acres of land and setting up a golf driving range, $10 a bucket of balls and $12 for a pitcher of beer. Yeah, I mean, I think with the rise of like Top Golf, that's going to be a hard business because I think like for a golf range, you might have a slow, you're not going to have a consistent customer base and a lot of, it's going to be a hard sell. It depends on where you are, but like a lot of people are going to go to places like Top Golf or they're going to go to like their country club range. So it's going to be hard to get people there, I think. Maybe I'm wrong though. I might be wrong. I have a friend. I'm not trying to sound snooty, Maximus. Maximus says, I have a friend. He makes personalized mouse pads, cuts them out, prints them out, and ships them. Claims he makes $375 a week from home. That's great. But $375 a week is not nearly enough, you know, for a business. Like I could probably start a couple different businesses that bring in that, but it's just not enough money to make, you know, like if I'm going to start a business, it needs to be able to scale, and to be able to scale, you know, I don't know. It just needs to be able to scale for me. Again, I'm not hating on them. Like, do what you do, make yours money. You know, it's all good. No, I mean, my day trading is going pretty well, you know. Again, it's not like again, I got funded last week, you know. So, I mean, yeah, my mouse pad, half the time I don't even use a mouse pad. Hey, what's up, Mike? Let me put, I haven't even pulled up Discord, Pawn, if you're there. Let me pull it up now. Look at the bounce on the Q, though, over the last couple minutes here. So look at this little pop. So the Q has bounced all the way back up. Again, CPI tomorrow is big. That's not bad. $49 an hour UPS driver. So let's calculate that. So $49 an hour times 8-hour days, $390 a week times 5 days a week, about 2K. So this is going to be about 8K a month, right? About 8,000 a month is going to be about 96K a year. I mean, that's not bad. It's slightly under 100K, but it's not bad. Try to make about 1,000 a day when I go out and work. Yeah. I mean, I make something around there, you know, but with stuff so expensive right now, it's, you know, it goes quick with kids. And I mean, I have money saved and like everything's fine, but I talked about it the other day. It's never enough. It really is never enough, man. Like you know, when I first started my businesses, I had like dreams of making like $1,000 a month from the businesses. Then you start making $1,000 a month, and then you say, okay, well, $4,000 a month, and then you start making 4K a month, and then you say, okay, well, $6,000 a month. Okay, then you say, okay, well, 100K a year, and then it just kind of keeps going and going and going. The big thing that you want to do is like you don't want to increase your spending once you start making good money. And so what I do is I take most of what I make and just put it up. You think I rent this place? Look, I've been in the same spot for like a year plus. You know, there's my library. You know how much it would cost to rent a place like I'm living in right now, man? Roblox earnings. Roblox earnings drops in about 14 minutes. Yeah. I mean, I got a library here. If y'all think I really rent this place, you know how much it would cost to rent a place like I'm in now? Again, I could listen. With the house I'm in, if I really wanted to be sleazy and be the next day trading guru and show my house and show all my stuff and try to look like I'm some day trading guru millionaire that made his money purely day trading, I certainly could. And then sell you guys a course. I certainly could. I don't, because I don't need to. You know what I mean? I'd rather have privacy and not, you know, show everybody my house and show everybody what I do. I don't need to do that. You know what I mean? And people still get insecure or whatever about it, but like, again, I don't need to show my house. What's up, Shepard? Hey, good morning. Again, Palantir under is 17. Trying to hold. Apple trying as well, but it's not doing that great. Is my internet going out? Yeah, never do it. These people are weirdo. This is an apartment. No, this is not live, Mick and Richards. This is yeah, I'm AI, man. I'm just guessing what you're gonna say. Yeah. Again, I showed you guys my backyard. Like, look, you want to see my backyard? People say it's an apartment. Like, I'll show you guys my backyard. Here's my dogs. Let me find it. Sure, I posted about it somewhere. Let me see. I had a video of my dogs jumping in the pool. I'd have to find it. I don't have to find it. I've posted a bunch of stuff about my dogs and like my pool. But again, it doesn't matter, you know. You live in a cardboard box? I do, man. Top 3 at dog trading, definitely top 3. Yeah, I don't, again, I've got 2 options with running a channel like this where I could like, if I wanted to be a day trading guru selling courses, I could flash my house and try to look like I'm a millionaire day trading. Like a lot of these guys out here that are selling you a course on publicly available content. Or I could just be real and tell you guys most of my money was not made day trading. And I'd rather have a sense of privacy at my house. All right, so again, the market is popping up too, man. Look at Apple. Apple at 181.90s here. Or 181.09. Yeah, we're nicely green on the day too. Again, we're green on Roblox. Roblox releases their earnings in about 10 minutes too. So again, we've scaled out of it some, so we've taken profit to where we're not worried about it. Even if the earnings come in negative, we've already taken most of the shares off of Roblox. And we're just going to sit on the rest. Green on Google today, green on Disney today. I don't know if Apple's a buy or not, brother. I really have no idea. Yeah, I'm looking at other news that dropped today too, but All right, guys. So we got a little bit of time. You got an idea for an app? Not that I'd tell you guys about. What a bunch of weirdos, man. Like, y'all, again, you realize that, like, the people talking like this are trolls. Like, why create a bunch of fake accounts? It's the same people that, like, got weird with me a couple months ago. You know, like, these are just people that are mad that they're struggling. Just weird people, man. Yeah, I mean, I got app ideas, but, like, it's not going to be super helpful. We got 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes until Roblox releases their earnings. That's what we're kind of sitting here waiting on. You can see Roblox. We're in Roblox small, though, but we've already taken most of the profit off of it already. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's very weird. Fake accounts made by one person who just doesn't have a life, sits around. Maybe something I said made them insecure. Maybe they really want mortgages to go down, and so that their business can help heat back up, and now they're just kind of haters. Again, this is the last thing I'm going to say about it, but if you're spending your time making fake accounts, trolling some guy online, you might want to reevaluate your life, man. Figure out where you went wrong. Figure out why you're spending your time doing that. You know? And cheers to the haters, man. Cheers to the haters. Yeah, I mean, tech has been up a lot. Like, a lot of the PE ratios in tech stocks are crazy high. So, like, a lot of the PE ratios in tech stocks are crazy high. Like, if you look at Apple or Amazon or Google, not Google's probably okay. I'm in Google right now, so we're green on it. But if you look at, like, AMD, Nvidia, the PE ratios in Amazon, AMD, Nvidia are all really, really, really high. Yeah, well, the reason it's like, again, the reality of it is mortgage rates have doubled over the last year, right? That mortgage rate doubling has caused a lot of mortgage brokers and the likes to lose a lot of business, right? And again, mortgages typically move with the market. So, like, rates are going to go down if the market goes down. And so a lot of them are, like, really desperate for the market to go down because they need rates to go down. And so me sitting here being like, hey, the market doesn't have to drop, probably, you know, makes them a little emotional. And again, I'm not really buying up anything here either. Like, I'm holding some swing trades, but most of the stuff I'm holding is stuff that's already noticeably down. Like, I'm holding Walgreens, you know, holding Exxon. A lot of these stocks are down big already. Yeah, I mean, Kirsten, I guess I can go ahead and show you. Like, if you guys really want to see, I know it's just a troll, and so it's all good, but, like, look. Look, there's my living room right there. You know? There's my living room. Here's my office. You know? You want to see outside? There's the windows outside. But yeah, if this was an apartment, it would be the biggest apartment ever, you know? I wish they had apartments this big, man. But maybe I'll keep the lights on. I don't mind the lights being on too. It's probably a little bit better for my eyes that the lights are on anyway. But yeah, look at Amazon. Amazon at 140.40s, 148.50s. Yeah, thanks, Corey. Yeah, again, like I said, if I really wanted to flex on everybody and look like a day trading millionaire in my house, I could. But, like, I'd rather just have some privacy. I've had Carol's had some stalkers. Like, Carol, one of our neighbors was kind of like a stalker for Carol. I think I've told that story before. And so I'd rather people not know exactly where I live, you know, just for stalker reasons, to be honest. If you guys stick around, remind me later, I'll tell that story. But Roblox earnings are about to drop in about 3.5 minutes. About 3.5 minutes. And we'll see if they're good or not. But Yeah, 100% pawn. It's all good. Again, we'll see what the market does. I'm watching it today. The market's up big. We're in Roblox right now, but we've already taken most of the profit off of it. So we'll see what we get on the rest of it. Nah, you're good, Ruma, man. Again, yeah. Again, I can laugh with the trolls. It's all love here, man. It really is. You know, I could ban Kirsten if I wanted to because she seems to just be kind of weird today, and that's all right. It's all good. It doesn't matter too much. Yeah, man. People are weird, bro. Again, it's mostly insecurity. Like, I don't care what any other YouTubers are doing like that, man. It doesn't matter too much. Lift. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100% Mac. All right, so here's Roblox numbers. Again, we got a minute and a half left. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. You can make the joke. Yeah, from her OF. Yeah. All right, we got 1 minute left for Roblox. Again, Roblox dipping down a little bit, but we did take some profit on it already. But no, it's kind of crazy. It's like people act like I have to be like a day trading guru. And it's like, dude, like we day trade, but I'm actually better at swing trading and investing than I am day trading. It's not like I ever even claimed to be some super expert day trader. But I think that's like the only way people can criticize me. And so they just kind of try to stamp that label on me. When it's like, dude, y'all are criticizing an economic channel for not being the best day trader in the world. And it's just like, all right, like y'all can be that way. But again, we're going to keep posting economic data. CPI tomorrow is big. And we'll see if it influences the market good or bad. I don't know what it's going to do. Here goes Roblox numbers. We got 25 seconds left. 25 seconds. Yeah, definitely top 3, Murphy. You know, definitely top 3. Might have moved up to top 2, but here's the Roblox numbers here, guys. So Roblox about to release their numbers right now. All right, so here goes Roblox. Let's watch it. So Roblox scheduled to release their numbers right now at 8 a.m. And we also have that 8 a.m. scrum. Let's take a look at it. So here's Roblox. Big drop originally down to 36.60s. And so it looks like me taking profit was the right move. Look at that drop. Roblox down 37s for Roblox, down to 37s. Frozen here. Look at this. Luckily, I took some profit, man, because this thing moved quick. Wow, 35.50s for Roblox. Big drop. Again, so Roblox ended up showing up here, guys, for their earnings. See if I can find it. Yeah, Penn just released their numbers too, but Roblox posted second quarter EPS, a loss per share of 46 cents per share. 46 cents, and that's relative to the 46-cent estimate. So they came in as expected for EPS. They expected 46-cent loss. They ended up showing 46-cent loss. Revenue came in at 680 million, and that's much lower than the 784 million expected. So the problem with Roblox this quarter was revenue related. Sales missed. Here's the link. Buy the dip. I don't know if I'm buying the dip here. But again, I'm just glad we took most of the profit off on Roblox. This is what I was worried about. This is why we took most of it off, is because I knew with earnings, anything could happen. My son's a big Roblox guy too. Like my son loves Roblox. But you ever played rugby? Nah, man. I'm more of a football guy. I know rugby dudes are tough. I'm not hating on them at all. But like, I'm more of a football guy. All right, so we got a little bounce back up in Roblox. It's back up to $36 here. Yeah, big revenue miss. That's what honestly made it dip. So again, their EPS was mostly flat. So like you can see their EPS came in at 46 cents versus 45-cent loss estimates. And that was pretty neutral. It was slightly missing, but pretty neutral. The big hurting thing for Roblox was their revenue, which was noticeably lower than expected at 785, basically 785 million versus, or they came in at 680. I'm about 681 million versus 785 expected. So way lower than expected revenue here. And again, that's taking a hit. And generally, one of the things that I'll see with these is that most of the time stocks react with earnings more so to revenue than they do for EPS. Like EPS is profitability. So you would think that that's a more heavily watched earnings metric, but instead it's actually revenue was actually much more influential in terms of earnings over like EPS. So like EPS is profitability, but the revenue expectations versus what comes out is the biggest influencing factor for earnings, at least from what I see. No, they didn't have better margins than expected. They had worse margins than expected here. They lost 46 cents a share. They expected 45-cent loss. So whenever it has parentheses around it, it means it's a loss. And so they're showing, so higher is worse because that means a loss. Lower is better, higher is worse for if it has parentheses around it. Hey, John, what do you think about Nvidia earnings? Do you honestly believe they could beat that estimate? What are they expecting? Let me see. So Nvidia dropped, I believe, on the 23rd. Nvidia drops, I believe, on the 23rd. And Nvidia, last time they beat it, so it looks like Nvidia is expecting 213. And let me see this. So again, they drop on the 23rd in 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks in the evening. Again, Nvidia is expecting $2.06 profit versus or $2.06 profit on 10.89 billion in revenue is what they're expecting. So again, Roblox dipping pretty heavy though. All right, again, Roblox is at 35.50. That's a lot though, right? I mean, we can look at Nvidia's previous numbers to see. So Nvidia EPS graph. So here's Nvidia's EPS graph, right? So we can see if it's a lot relative to what they usually do here. So again, here's their EPS graph. It is a lot. But again, if they're actually doing that, that's great. So if they show up at 206, that's going to be the highest EPS ever, it looks like, for quarterly EPS. Yeah, so that's going to be the highest ever EPS value for Nvidia if they do come in at 206. So it looks like AI is influencing them on that level, if that's what they're expecting. And typically the analysts know what they're talking about. So again, if Nvidia comes in anywhere close to that, they're still going to be doing great. So yeah, if they come in anywhere close to that, they're still going to be doing pretty good. What do you think about Disney earnings after hours? I don't know. I was in a Disney trade. I just took some profit on it this morning. And so we're already up so much that we took a little bit off. We're holding a very small position left now in Disney, and we're going to cover their earnings. But yeah, we're in a very small position now just because we can. Nice. I wish Texas would do that pawn. I wish Texas would just legalize poker. Is really what I hope it, you know. I just hope Texas would legalize poker. Yeah. Disney, very nicely green. We've already capitalized on that one too. Apple back over the VWAP here, back over the VWAP level. Yeah, so again, Apple at 180, 104s. Yeah, hey, Jack has been right, man. Jack called Roblox short at $80. Jack said the price would be half in a couple years, and it's been a few years since he said that, and he was exactly right, man. He said that when at 80, Roblox is around $40. So he was right. Yeah, where's Bitcoin at right now? So Bitcoin's still pushing. Bitcoin over 30K. So we'll see if Bitcoin holds that 30K level. Yeah, so I'm looking at the sports gambling laws here in Texas. Texas sports betting will have to wait until at least 2025, and this was posted a couple days ago. The problem with Texas, despite what like the stereotypical freedom, Texas freedom, you know, the problem with Texas is this: is that there's no ballot initiatives here, right? And so what that means is like ballot initiatives mean that like the public can vote on something that they can put on a ballot, right? So like if the public overwhelmingly wants something and supports something, eventually they have a route to put that on the ballots to actually have a final vote on it, that the public can vote on. Now, Texas is not a ballot initiative state, you know, so basically it's up to these dinosaur politicians to make these moves and to do what, you know, to do this. And again, the politicians are getting too much PAC money from lobbyist groups in Texas. Like that's the reason cannabis is still illegal, is because the politicians here are getting so much PAC money from pharmaceutical and the prison industry in Texas, which is huge. That like that's the reason why we're seeing some of this stuff not legalized here, and that's why, you know. And again, there's no ballot initiatives. It's up to the politicians to basically do what's in the public's, you know, do what the public wants, which they rarely do. But yeah, it doesn't look like Texas is going to get it for years. Yeah. All right, so we are getting a little bit of a dip in Roblox. We did bounce up some. Why are casinos illegal in Texas to begin with? Because of politicians mostly. The problem that what politicians fail to understand is that people are going to do it. Yeah, so again, this is a 1 minute chart. It's a 1 minute chart. Carvana did just pop. What's Carvana up on? Is it on? It didn't have earnings today, did it? All right, so again, Roblox daily active users is up 25% year over year to 65.6 million. So when you say you do short swing trading, Shepard, do you mean you short stocks or do you mean it's like shorter term? Yeah, I'm looking at Carvana. I'm trying to see why this one's up. Carvana, I guess, posted they posted guidance. Increased EBITDA, which is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, by over 75 million in their guidance number. So Carvana had positive guidance here. Yeah, but the problem though, Jay, is that people are going to do it here regardless of its legalization status. It's the same thing with cannabis, right? Like people are going to consume it regardless of whether it's legal or not. And so at a certain point, you have to look at it and say, hey, keeping this prohibited, keeping a prohibition on cannabis is causing people to get hurt more so than it would be if it was legalized. And that's the obvious self-evident thing about it is that like people are going to consume it no matter what, right? By keeping it prohibited, you're causing people to go to sketchy markets to get it. And that ultimately is going to make people get hurt. I think at a certain point, as long as it's not hurting anybody else, legalize it, tax it, make tax money from it. Texas is an economy state. Earn tax revenue for it. I think that's the obvious choice. Same thing with sports gambling. Like people are going to bet on sports regardless of its legalization status. Like there's sites that'll take people's bets regardless of whether it's legal or not in Texas, and so you can either drive them elsewhere to sketchy markets or you can legalize it and tax it. And again, I'm going to go with legalize it and taxing it, but let me know what you guys think. So Jeff, you're way behind the stream, man. It sounds like you're right at the beginning. What would your border look like if legalized pot? Well, it'd probably slow down a little bit, to be honest. When that stopped becoming a market for them because it's legal here and you can just get it here, it would probably help the border, in all honesty. Like if you look at it truly objective, I think a lot of people are like kind of brainwashed by just propaganda that's been fed for 30, 40 years, 100 years really on cannabis. Like it's some evil thing. Like really the border, like the smuggling would probably slow much more if you legalized it, because again, they wouldn't need to do that anymore. They wouldn't be able to do it. Nobody would need it from them because they could just get it legally. And so again, I think it would probably help that market. Again, look what happened when alcohol prohibition was there. People consumed alcohol regardless. You had speakeasies pop up, and the reason they called them speakeasies is because alcohol was technically illegal, so you had to quote unquote speak easy about it. But people consumed it regardless. The only difference is the government didn't earn tax revenue from it at that point. And so, yeah, there's a lot of cannabis stocks. Tilray is a cannabis stock that we're watching. And that's the reason I'm watching this sector to begin with. Tilray used to be a $300 stock. Now it's $3 a share. Well, they're already doing that, Kay. Yeah, but they're already like, again, it's very nuanced. But my point is that like people are consuming it regardless. So legalize it, tax it, man. That's the right move. Legalize it and tax it. Again, there's so much propaganda, and again, you guys got to think of who's really pushing for it to stay illegal. If you think they're pushing for it to stay illegal out of good moral reasons, you're wrong. They're pushing for it to stay illegal because the pharmaceutical industry understands that cannabis is a far healthier substitute for the super addicting synthetic pain medicine that they're giving people. And so if people have access to cannabis, they're not going to need to take opioids as much. Cannabis doesn't cause physical withdrawal symptoms. And so they're some of the biggest lobbying groups. The biggest anti-cannabis lobbying group in the world is a company called Abbott Pharmaceuticals, or it might be Abbott Laboratories. They donate six figures to both political sides very often. Why do you think they're against it? When you figure out that, you'll figure out why. It's a joke, Disney? Well, Disney might be moving with Roblox. Again, we've already taken most of our profit off of Disney. So again, we're mostly out of Disney already. We got a little bit of piece that we sold on this bounce. And Disney does drop earnings. We're going to hold some through the earnings call. But yeah, we're mostly out of it. Yeah, but that's just because the people in Germany drink a lot more, I think. And alcohol is just obviously a far more objectively harmful drug. It causes some of the worst physical withdrawal symptoms over any substance ever. And it destroys people's lives. You know what I mean? But you can buy that at a gas station. Cigarettes kill 400,000 plus people a year. So Disney and Apple news. Yeah, I see Disney. Disney's not really moving that much. It got a little bit of a spike, and we're watching it. But Penn Entertainment signed a 10-year sports betting agreement with ESPN is what happened. And so I think since ESPN and Disney owns some of ESPN, or at least it's partnered with them, I guess bullishness on ESPN is good for Disney. And so that's why Disney got a surge up, almost up to $90 a share. Yeah, Anheuser-Busch is one of the biggest against medical cannabis because they understand like one of the easy, like they understand that people aren't going to need to consume like super addicting alcohol if cannabis is legalized. And so they're some of the biggest lobbyists against it as well. And again, when you look at that, it's obviously transparent and like what's going on. But I think some people are still stuck on that whole cannabis is bad thing. I think for like religious reasons, people are against it. But I think people have to truly understand, like, if there is a God, do you think he would rather you take something that grows out of the ground, or would you rather take some synthetic opioid pain medicine that if you stop taking it, you get sick? Drug companies push on people. Like, I think that the answer to that is very self-evident. And I want to see if Disney holds the VWAP area. Yeah, Texas is not going to happen for a while, Again, Disney at $89. We'll see if it actually holds. Roblox bouncing back up to almost $35 a share, so we're keeping an eye on that one as well. But it definitely looks like a bear flag from Roblox earnings. Yeah, CPI data tomorrow. Big data release for sure. All right, so again, Disney's still right around $89 a share, $89 a share. No, I don't use trade copier. Yeah, CPI tomorrow is huge. Yeah, I mean, and again, I'm not judging, guys. Again, I have my own vices in life. And so everybody has their own vices. So I'm really not judging for any of that stuff. But alcohol is a far more toxic and objectively harmful drug than cannabis or anything else could ever be. Alcohol is just alcohol. The problem with it is that if you stop drinking, you get sick. And so if you get sick, you're basically addicted to something that causes you to be really inebriated consistently every day. And cannabis causes inebriation, but it's nothing like alcohol. And so being addicted to something that basically makes you not really have a firm grasp on good decision making, can be toxic for your life. You know what I mean? And then it's like a lot of the times they can't stop, because if they stop, they get sick. So it just turns into this really, really detrimental part of their life that a lot of people just keep on doing it and keep on doing it. And people just make bad decisions on it, is really what it is. Disney is holding a little bit at the VWAP level. So again, there's Roblox. The Q basically turned around this morning. Let me pull back. Let me make my Twitter post here for this morning. Again, Roblox with a bad earnings report. Let me post this on Twitter. Let me post this Twitter. All right, so yeah, we got Sony dropping their numbers early this morning. Sony came in with the EPS beat and a revenue miss. Pin Gaming, NVEI, we had VFF, Wendy's reported a neutral EPS with a miss on revenue. All right. Let's post this here. All right, again, guys, I'm gonna send you guys this link. Do me a favor, hit the heart button on this Twitter post, guys, if you haven't already. Hit the heart button. Have a heart. Hit the heart button. Here's the link. Check it out. Great way to help support the channel. Disney looks like it's bouncing up. There's the link right there. So check it out. Again, give me a follow on Twitter. Hit the heart button. Have a heart. Where's Sarah McLaughlin at? Yeah. Again, so we'll see if Disney holds. I'm looking at my other trades here. Roblox trying to bounce back up. Again, we're still in a piece of it, but I got in pretty early and we already took profit, so I'll probably just sit on the rest. Again, Exxon Mobil really green today. Tesla, we're really green on that one today. Target, we're back green on that one again. We're going to kind of sit back and wait and see if we get some bounce backs. Again, Disney earnings today are pretty big. And hey, shout out to everybody. I appreciate you guys. I see you guys liking my videos, so thank you guys so much. Shout out to Kang, Jason, Gary. Appreciate the love, guys. Thank you so much. getting Disney earnings today. Pretty big. Yeah, how did Upstart do? Yeah, Disney still bouncing up a little bit. UPST dropped earnings. Didn't Lucid drop theirs yesterday too? Was it Lucid or? Let me see what was yesterday. What else was yesterday? I thought I know Upstart, Rivian. It was Rivian, not Lucid. So Rivian dropped their numbers yesterday, and it looks like they came in pretty flat. They didn't really do anything too crazy for their earnings report, so it looks like they came in pretty flat. All right, guys. Again, Roblox still sitting there. All right, so again, we're watching Rivian. Rivian basically looks neutral. Apple's still very green on the day. Roblox still down a bunch. The Q's pretty flat. Oh, this is MooMoo, guys. So yeah, again, MooMoo, great sponsor of mine, really useful. And again, if you want to see MooMoo, this is the reason MooMoo is really cool, is because if you look at MooMoo here, number one, like I use MooMoo to figure out what's going on in markets. So like here's MooMoo right here. I can see what's moving in different sectors in biotech, gene editing, see what stocks are up. I can go to pre-market right here and see like the big moving stocks in pre-market: TNGX, SPRC, EBET, CTG, and ATNF, and others. And I can look at hot stocks, see what's moving. EBET is down. BRSH is up about 140%. Let me see what this one looks like for BRSH. Crazy run from BRSH, but I can see a lot of these crazy swings moving here. I can look at all these different countries as well: Canada, Hong Kong, Australia, Japan. I can look at strategies here, see triple tops, double tops, head and shoulders, all that cool stuff. I can build a screener, and again, here's my screener that shows me stocks that are around 20-day lows, that have a PE ratio under 40, that have a market cap over 100 billion, greater than or equal to 100 billion. And so again, I can build these really nice scanners that these are kind of my swing trade scans. Another thing is like with economic data, I use MooMoo a ton. Number one, this usually shows me everything that's going on today. And so you can kind of get some understanding of what's moving in markets through this. I can also put up the economic calendar and really see what's going on there. I can type in North America 3-star and see CPI drops tomorrow, jobless claims tomorrow, PPI later. I can look at earnings and do the same thing. And just a lot of useful options. They have free unusual option activity. This paperfolio section allows me to follow different different traders, see what they're up on the month, on the day, total, and then follow them if I want to mimic their trades. All very useful. And if you open up an account on MooMoo and deposit $100, you get at least 5 free stocks. You do the same thing and deposit at least 1,000, you get at least 15 free stocks. You open up and deposit over 5K, you get the previous 15 plus a free share of Google or Tesla. And so incredibly useful. Free stocks. Think about the percentage return you get just from depositing $100. You get 5 free stocks. I got like Palantir and some other ones too. And so again, if you want to check it out, here is the link. Great way to help support the channel. And again, I'll pin this to the top of the page. I have MooMoo and I have no free stocks. I mean, dude, I got my free stocks. I can show you mine. You got to keep your money in there for at least, I think, you know, you got to hold your money in there for a specific amount of time. But yeah, I got my free stocks. I can show you them too. Let me see. Where's my portfolio? Mine don't get unlocked until later this month, but they're there. You can see them on the website, on the app too. Again, this is MooMoo, a completely free platform too, so it doesn't cost anything to sign up if you don't want to deposit or get free stocks, but you can sign up and check it out regardless. I like MooMoo because MooMoo's open the entire pre-market session, so I can trade on MooMoo at 4 a.m. if I want to, and that sold me over TOS. TOS I can't trade until 7 a.m. and so I can trade on MooMoo 3 hours earlier, and that for that reason I switched over, and now I mostly trade on MooMoo now. So if you don't like, so you have to look. So you get the stocks basically immediately after. It might take like a week or two. I'm not sure, but go to their app. LTK. Go to their app, man. The app's where you're going to see them. So you go to your app on MooMoo if you want to get your free stocks. So you go to your MooMoo app and you go to me. You go to me and you go to my rewards. You go to me and you go to my rewards. And again, you can kind of see all my rewards. I got all these free stocks on mine. So again, it shows you all these different free stocks. Again, it showed you the Tesla one. Yeah, so I can take mine out for stocks. I got some Grab shares. I got Palantir. I got Fuel Cell. But again, these unlock on August, at the end of August. I get to actually sell them and withdraw it. Yeah, Bitcoin. I'm showing Bitcoin is over 30K. Or at least it was for a second. I don't know if it still is. Maybe my platform is different. I'm showing Bitcoin's at 30,065. But these are technically Bitcoin futures over stocks. So how are who able to do what, Ghost? Yeah, I mean, MooMoo's publicly traded company. All right, so we can look at the top news as well. All right, so yeah, we got a big move on the Q back up. Bitcoin is over 30K. What are y'all showing on Bitcoin on y'all's end? What bug? No, this is toss. Look, I'm looking at Bitcoin futures. So, but I mean, there is arbitrage that like some platforms are gonna have it different. I'm looking at Bitcoin futures right now. So like on toss, you can put in /BTC. I think on MooMoo, I can type in BTC main here and get the same thing. And see like Bitcoin futures. And yeah, it shows me Bitcoin's right around 30K. So it's right around the same spot. It's still looking at Roblox. Bitcoin up to basically 30K right now. Yeah. Yeah, coin market cap's the go-to for sure. Again, Bitcoin's still surging up here. We'll see the Q moving up as well here. So you can see the Q popping up with it. Yeah, we do have Disney earnings today. We'll probably stream it. CPI tomorrow is pretty big though. Bitcoin right around that. Yeah, I'll have to look at the other platform, but it's pretty close. Again, 30-year mortgage rate went up 7.09%. And again, I talked about this earlier, and it's very interesting how we talk about this and then we get trolls. But like, over the last couple days, we've had a lot of people who keep bringing up yields, right? They keep bringing up yields. They keep bringing up the treasury notes, and they keep bringing up yields. Typically, these are watched by mortgage professionals, like mortgage brokers. And I know a couple that, have the potential to do these troll attacks out of insecurity. And again, one of the things to understand is that most mortgage professionals, they want the market to drop. You might be wondering, why do they want the market to drop? It's typically when mortgages fall, or when the market falls, mortgage rates fall with it. And so, because like a lot of mortgage professionals are struggling right now in business, the reason they're struggling is because mortgage rates over the last year or two have shot up from like 3.5%, 2.25% at some places, all the way up to 7%. You can look at the 30-year mortgage rate down here. It's at 7+% right now for mortgages. And that's bad for mortgage businesses. They're struggling. Like they're not getting as much business. And so because a lot of the time this moves together, they want the market to pull back because that means the prices on mortgages will ultimately fall with it. So it's confirmation bias is a powerful thing, And so when you talk to a lot of these guys, what are they saying? They're saying, oh, the market's going to crash. The market's going to pull back, because it's like that's what they need to happen so that the mortgage rates go down so that their businesses are then reignited. That's what's going on here. And again, I don't know if mortgage rates are going to fall too. I think the market could pull back. I think the market might be a little bit extended, but I think sometimes that probably rubs some of those guys the wrong way, is because it's like, if I'm out here saying, hey, the market doesn't have to crash, that might be a hard thing to hear, I mean, sometimes the truth hurts, but like, I think that's kind of the dynamic to understand, is like real estate professionals specifically, as a real estate agent myself, want the market to fall because that means mortgage rates go down with it, because a lot of businesses have slowed in real estate because of, again, rates just being super high. Interest rates are at 7%. Yeah, 8% if your credit's not good. And again, so that's a nuance of the market that you want to pay attention to also. I just claimed all my rewards. A total 241. Hey, nice, man. Congrats. That's great. That's great. Yeah, again, people hate, like, people act like MooMoo's some obscure broker. MooMoo is a U.S. regulated FDIC insured broker, I'm pretty sure. And so it's like, MooMoo's great, man. Again, Bitcoin is pumping up. Apple's starting to dip down a little bit. We'll see if Roblox holds these levels. Green or red, guys? Green or red today? Feel like we would move more sideways rather than crash, correct heavily. I don't know. It depends on how you look at the market. Like, it depends on time frames. And so, like, if you look up a daily chart right here. So again, this year, if you pull up a 1-day chart where every candle represents 1 day, the market looks very good this year. It looks like it's up a lot. Again, the problem is, like, when you zoom back out, you can kind of see that we actually already had a really large pullback in stocks. And so again, you can kind of see, like, what we're really showing here is that the market's kind of on its bounce back. We already had a little mini crash back here in like 21, right? So we already had a little mini like pullback here, and now we're on a little longer term rebound. And so again, everybody down here said the market's going to end. It's all doom and gloom. Like, the market's going to end. They said, oh, the market's going to crash. The market's going to crash. All around here, they said the market's going to crash. The market's going to crash. And then it didn't. And again, so what we instead look like now is that we look like we already had our little mini crash. And now the market's starting to bounce back from that. And so again, the question is, are we extended now where we are? And I don't know. I think you could argue that. I think you could also argue that we're on our way out from a crash, a little mini crash that we had in 2021. And so now we're on the rebound, and we have been since November. So the last year has basically been a rebound year. And when you really zoom out, again, you can kind of see, like, we already had a pretty large correction right here. I don't know if I'd call it a crash. Some people certainly will. But we already had that. So we already had a very large correction in the stocks. The question is, do we continue now, or what happens? I don't know. But we already had that little mini correction. And so yeah, I guess there's only one thing to do here. We're gonna end this poll, and we're gonna ask people. We're gonna end this poll, and we're gonna ask people: is the market on rebound, or what's a good question to ask about whether you think the market? Is the market primed for a crash or bounce? And we're going to add another option. I don't know. Again, vote on the poll. Is the market primed for a crash or bounce? Vote on that poll. Let me know how you feel. Looking at everything else here. Again, looking at Exxon, still nicely green. Tyson, man, we made some money on Tyson, even with the bad earnings. I think I added to it yesterday. Tesla, Carnival, Six Flags. Yeah, confirmation bias is so strong. Again, the Q pulling dip back a little bit, but still slightly green on the day. Watching everything else. Bitcoin is moving back up some. AMD. Yeah, I mean, AMD earnings were interesting. And it did hold. You know, the big story, like a lot of people were worried that we might get a crash from AI because, like, basically what happened is that AI stocks flew up. Hey, guys. All right, guys. Y'all going to school? Love you. Y'all look great.
Why are these TVs or computers?
All right, buddy. Love you, man.
Love you.
Y'all look handsome, dude.
Are
No.
these
I look handsome.
Oh, you look great. You look handsome, dude.
I look great.
Huh?
Great.
You look great. You look beautiful. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Y'all ready? Here, call me out there so we can take pictures. Whenever y'all are ready. Whenever your mom's ready. Jack, I was looking at his email. Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Are people watching your YouTube channel?
So, yeah, we got like 400 people here right now. So, yeah. So 8:15.
Let's do it. 8:58. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got until 8:15.
Here, I'll call you out once we're done.
Okay, yeah, call me out. I want to take pictures with you guys today. Yeah, my kids start school. Yeah, my kids start school. I'm sad, but I'm also happy. You know, I'm ready for them to go back to school, man. They need to go back to school. Huh? Your mom's ready? All right, guys. Hey, I'm gonna go take some pictures with my kids real quick. All right, guys. I will be right back. I'm gonna go take pictures with my kids for the first day of school.
All right. All right, we're back. Sorry, guys. I had to take pictures with my kids, man. All right. Yeah, I know we're probably going to lose some viewers just from pausing it, but it's okay. It's been a slow week anyway, man. We don't really have any big echo data except for tomorrow, which is big. Today we got Disney earnings that we'll probably stream. But yeah, it's a slower day anyway, guys. Again, if you haven't already, check out TopStep. TopStep, you can join their wait list. But TopStep is a funded program for futures, which is like the cheapest way to really actively day trade stocks without taking on a lot of risk is in the futures market. And there's no PDT rule in futures. You can day trade short the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, currencies, gold, silver. All right, guys. So yeah, and again, TopStep, the greatest way to like learn how to day trade without taking on too much risk. Like the problem with day trading, again, is that most day traders lose money, right? So they put up money and most day traders lose money. Where it's like, I know me when I first started day trading, I tried to day trade the stock market. I only really found consistency when I started trading the SPY. But in stocks, if you try to trade the SPY in stocks, the PDT rule restricts you from actively trading. You can't actively day trade stocks with less than 25K in equity in a margin account. And so it severely restricts you. The funded account programs are incredibly useful because you have a lot of the same reward, right? So what they do is they give you a demo and they test your skill. And if you could pass while following their rules, they fund you between 50K to 150K. And the great part about it is that if you could pass their testing and get funded, you get a 90% split anyway, and you get to keep your first 10K in profit. And so the reward is the same, but the risk that you take in these is much lower. The base combine's $49. And so if you lose, you're out $49. You can reset it and sign up for another one if you want. And so it's $49 a month, which is very cheap. And again, you still learn to trade under pressure. You still have some pressure to succeed, but it's not the full extent of putting up your money yourself. And so it just makes perfect sense if you want to truly learn how to day trade. Check them out. They are a great sponsor of mine. Here's the link if you want to check them out. I'm certainly biased in their favor because they pay me money, but again, a great option, great sponsor of mine. Yeah, we got to take before school pictures. All right, so again, here's the E-mini. Again, you can kind of see the day today. So it's been pretty flat here. And again, this is the day before CPI. And so it's no surprise that the market's kind of looking like this, which is kind of up, down, chop, chop, chop. Not really anything super major here. What index do you recommend? Yeah, FTMO is 4x. And again, in futures, there's no PDT rule. You could day trade short in futures. You could also day trade some currencies in futures. And so a lot of 4x traders are going to have a better time trading futures as well. And so again, check out the link in the description if you want. But yeah, most people are going to have a better time trading futures. The futures market just has more liquidity and less red tape than like the stock market. And again, we do have CPI inflation data tomorrow morning, which honestly I'm kind of pumped about. It should be fun. A lot of craziness going on in the market. And it's kind of a big time for this. So again, CPI this month will be big. And then we have the rate hike decision in September as well. Indexes for options is going to depend on what option contract you're trading. MooMoo, the platform I'm using, gives you free unusual option activity as well. No, so CPI doesn't happen. Unemployment doesn't happen tomorrow. It's something called jobless claims, which is how many people are filing for unemployment claims. But it's not the same thing as unemployment. Like jobless claims is a weekly report relative to unemployment's monthly report, or you know. So again, it's different. It's not the exact same thing, but it's another view of unemployment. But it's called jobless claims. That drops tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow is jobless claims and CPI at 8:30, which both drop at the same time as well. Again, AMC's up there. We're watching it. Again, Roblox. Bad report here for Roblox. And they're dumping down now, too. Let's see if the market today gives us anything good. Again, we've already scaled out of Disney a bunch. We've already taken a lot of profit in Tyson Foods, Tesla. There, we got a little pop in the E-mini. I'm going to go ahead and take a little short position here. Just one contract. We're right around the bottom of the range. If we can get a break in that range, great. But this is the first trade we've taken today in futures, and I'm not going to push super heavy. We're just going to keep it at one contract here. We're not going to add. If we lose, we're just going to cut it. And again, we still got 25, 30 minutes until the market opens. All right, so we're slightly green in this now. Looking for a breakdown, at least at the bottom of this range on the E-mini, but our short trade's now in the green. Tesla's rebounding back up too. All right, so we got a nice little breakdown. We're up 25 bucks. I think I could give it a little bit longer and then just plan to cut this break even. So the plan on this trade now is to try to make at least $50 from this. If it goes against me, we're just going to get out break even where we can, since we've got a nice little cushiony room here on this trade so far. We're already up nicely in it. And so we've got a nice little cushion, and that way if it rebounds back up, we can get out flat or at least close to it. But we're going to look for a little bit more than just 25 bucks in profit. Target's in the green today for sure. All right, so again, we're flat here. I see Tesla bouncing back up. Roblox is dipping down some too. Yeah, I see Penn Gaming up. All right, so again, we're still flat on this trade, still pretty quiet. Off it a little bit. All right, so we're up about 40 bucks, 25, 40 bucks here in the trade. We're watching Tesla consolidate here. Again, I'd like to give this more time and we could be patient. Yeah, so I think what's going on is a lot of people are starting their kids' school this year. Or a lot of people are starting their kids' school today like me. And so I think we're probably going to get lower volume today. And it's also the day before CPI. And so it's something that you guys want to be very careful of. Traders might be really apprehensive today. Volume is light, not just with me, but it looks like with other streamers as well. And again, my guess is that traders are going to school. Or not traders. Traders' kids are going to school and they're dealing with the first day of school stuff with their kids. And so again, the day before CPI as well, trading, we might have lower numbers here today, guys. So just be ready. Might be a little bit slower today is what I mean. All right, we're still green in this trade. Again, I want to give it time. There's the breakdown. We're still up about 25 bucks. This is our first trade today at all. TGT, we're up nicely in that one too. Our average on TGT is pretty close to where we are now. And again, one thing you notice is that a lot of people in mortgages, in the mortgage industry, like the problem with that is like a lot of people in mortgages, confirmation bias is such a powerful thing. And a lot of them are struggling right now. And again, I said this a couple times today because it's true. You know, you get some trolls that show up here. A lot of them are in the mortgage industry and they're struggling because mortgage rates have gone up dramatically, and that's really bad for their business. That hurts their businesses. And I think when people are desperate for mortgage rates to go down, what it turns into is a bearish sentiment, a bearish bias in the market, because it's like as the market falls, mortgage rates tend to go down with it. And so a lot of those guys are just really emotional right now, just really emotional, really desperate for the market to drop. Because again, the market falling means rates might come down with it. And that's ultimately what they want, is they want rates to drop so their businesses get better. Because it's really hard to sell mortgages with mortgage rates being at 7+%, 8% if you have bad credit, where like a couple years ago it was at like 2.25%. And so again, a lot of those guys are just emotional and struggling right now. And I think that's where a lot of the bearish, trolls show up in chat. I think a lot of them are mortgage guys. Some that I know maybe, and it is what it is, but we'll see what happens with mortgages moving forward. Yeah, Sony released their numbers super early. All right, so we got a little pop-up. I'm probably going to cut this. Like, we took our time. I told you guys I'd get out flat if I needed to, so we got out basically flat. Still got about 20 minutes before the market bounces, or the market comes up. Yep, this is wild right now, yeah. I mean, again, understand, guys, tomorrow's CPI might cause sideways, choppy, apprehensive markets. Today, it's also the first day of school for a lot of people. That might cause choppy, neutral, apprehensive markets. And so there's a lot of reasons the market could be flat today. I would just be very careful taking big size, if that makes sense right now, because, again, the market could just be flat. Again, TGT up a good bit. Yeah, the housing bubble. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that, like, the market struggles sometimes, and I think what you see right now, I think you see that what you see right now is that a lot of people who base their businesses around mortgages are now in turn like struggling. Maybe I could have held that short position too. Oh yeah, do I still have the be right back text up? My bad, there you go. All right, look at Tesla pop. So Tesla's up. We are holding a little piece of Tesla too here. All right, so we did get the breakdown, so it looks like they just stopped me out and kept breaking down. Luckily, we kept it pretty flat and neutral here. And again, the goal today is to build up a cushion and then take larger swings with that cushion. That's the goal today, is to build up a cushion and then take larger swings with that cushion. We've got a lot of accounts that have a cushion on them. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the market break it down a little bit. Yeah, we're at 131.50s here on target. So again, we're green on target today. You're still red on the trade, but I think we took profit on the top of the trade too. Also still green on Google, but I think I'm gonna let Google work a little bit longer here for me. Yep. All right, so there's a little bounce up here. I do think we got a little bit of bearish confirmation after that dip and then the bounce here. So I do think we got some bearish confirmation there, which is interesting. We'll see if we actually hold. Oh yeah, sorry Sam. I banned you unnecessarily, bro. I thought you were another one of the trolls, dude. Let me unban you. But again, like I don't really want like yeah, I'd rather not have drama. Again, anybody spending their time doing that is just probably like really struggling with their own stuff. Again, I don't like drama. I'm not gonna say anything, but anybody spending their time creating fake accounts, man, again, hating on me is not going to make you feel better about your life. It's not going to make you feel better about your failures. Trolls. You know, it's just not, man. You know, again, I get it. I might make you guys insecure. You know, deep down, that's what this is all about. And again, it's all right, guys. Let it out. It's okay. I mean, you'll get banned forever. But yeah, let it out, guys. It's all right. You know, John's Therapy here. I'm going to change the name of the channel to John's Therapist. John beginner therapy, you know. Some of you guys need that. Yeah, sorry Sam, I didn't mean to ban you, bro. Again, I'm just kind of again, best thing to do is just ignore him, you know, not engage with it. Yeah, so again, we got that bearish trend. I do think it's a little bit of bearish confirmation, but I'm not really going to take any more trades. This breakdown looks weak, and so maybe if we bounce back up, I might actually short it, but we'll see. We just want relationship advice with you. Yeah, I mean, Carol and I have been together for 14 years. I don't think people realize, but Carol and I have been together for a long time. Yeah, the love guru, hey. Love Guru number 2 coming soon. Isn't that a Mike Myers movie, The Love Guru? Not the slasher Mike Myers, but like Austin Powers Mike Myers. Yeah, I mean, I know you can take straggle positions and options. Maybe there's some good stuff going on, but yeah, and I mean, listen, guys, we day trade, but again, I'm mostly an economic release channel. You know, like again, like we look at our, you look at my channel and you see what really gets views here on my specific channel, right? Like you look at my channel, you see what actually gets views. Like day trading is great, and we day trade, but we're mostly like economic release channels. You know what I mean? So like when we look at this, so like if we look at this here, we're mostly economic release channels. So like look, unemployment, Apple earnings, we got like 11,000 views. AMD earnings, we got like 7,000 views. GDP, we got 5. FOMC press conference, we got like 32,000 views. Rate hike day, we got 7 or 8,000 views. Microsoft earning, we got 8,000 views. Tesla earning, we got 15,000 views. You know, so like my day trading streams like this, PPI, we got 8K. CPI, we got about 16 or 17,000. And so again, I'm mostly an economic release channel. So like people shouting, John's not the best day trader. I mean, maybe that's true. Again, don't watch me, I guess. But it's kind of like going to a mechanics channel and getting mad at them that they're not a computer programmer. You know, like I day trade, but we also swing trade. And again, my better trades are probably my swing trades. Realistically, like my swing trades are where I make more money for sure. And I definitely have higher accuracy in my swing trades than I do with my day trades. But we've been doing pretty well with our day trades too lately. She's got a sugar daddy. Well, when Carol and I got together, I didn't have anything, man. When Carol and I first met each other, dude, I had nothing. And I'm not even going to go like be specific about what was going on in my life when I met Carol. But I had nothing. I had no money, no assets, no job, no skills. You know what I mean? And really, her and I were together for 4 years with me like that, with no job. Or no, I had jobs. I was like a bartender, but I had no skills, no income really, no assets. And again, her and I made it work. Courthouse. We got married at a courthouse. Never had a big wedding. And here we are 14 years later. So speaking of Carol, hello. Oh, don't they have that breakfast sandwich where it's got like what? You had Dunkin' Donuts? Yeah, give me the sourdough breakfast sandwich. All right, baby. I gotta work. I love you. Bye. All right. Speaking of Carol. All right, so we got a little bounce back up. I'm gonna short this just because I said I would. Ooh, what a bad fill. Not the best fill here. I'm gonna add a little bit to this to try to help it. 2 contracts here, but yeah, didn't get a good fill there, so I had to kind of add to it here. But again, we got a nice cushion on this account in the thousands, and so we can take larger risks. We just don't want to let it spin out of control. I think if we break over this top right here, we're gonna cut it. Ideally, I'd be able to take some of this off though. All right, so we are breaking down a little bit. Let's see if we can take some profit. I'd love to get one of these contracts off so I'm not super worried about it. There we go. There's the breakdown. All right, we just took half off. We eliminated some of our risk in that specific trade, so that's nice. We took the piece off. Again, we'll give it time to break down a little bit now that we took a little bit of profit there. We're a little bit safer. There's Tesla up to 250 plus right now. So our Tesla trade's still doing great. She took care of me. Well, her and I both kind of got by with work. Like she worked and I worked. I was a bartender. Again, it's a really long story that is kind of like a big story. It's like she's already told my live stream this, so I'll go ahead and say it. But like Carol has what's called the BRCA2 gene, and so she had to have a bilateral double mastectomy when she was in her 20s, you know. And like her and I had been together for a while, but like I had to quit my job at the time and work from home. Because after she had that mastectomy, like she couldn't lift anything, right? So like I had to quit my job and work from home. And so what I ended up doing was starting like an Amazon book business, like a used book business where I would go to the thrift stores and I would find used books and I would scan them with the barcode scanner and like find used books and then flip them on Amazon. And I made thousands of dollars a month doing it. And that enabled me to work from home. And that's actually when I started this YouTube channel like years and years and years ago. But being able to run that business like made me able to work from home. Like I was actually able to work from home because that book business brought in enough money. And I had some other income coming in, but yeah, and then so I started this YouTube channel, and then that eventually spiraled out, and then that YouTube channel gave me time to teach myself how to program. So I learned how to program, and I also became a real estate agent during all that time. So because I had to get some skills, you know. And then it's like Carol had her mastectomy, and right at the end of her mastectomy, we found out she was pregnant with my son Jack. You know, so like she had to go through the entire pregnancy with my son Jack with like these expanders in, which like they do the mastectomy and they put the expanders in, and then they put these they slowly increase the expansion over time in her breast to kind of stretch it back out, if that makes sense. All right, so we got a nice little breakdown, and so we found out she was pregnant with my son, and so like went through that pregnancy, and overall, like it all worked out for the best, because like if that didn't happen, I might have never started this YouTube channel, you know. Like I might not have never gotten my real estate license. I probably would have never taught myself to program either. I would have been busy working. But it was like a long road, you know. And so I don't talk about it a ton, but she's told the stream this before, so you know, I'm okay talking about it. We're up about $50. We're gonna go ahead and lock that in too. So we just took profit there. But yeah, it's a long story, man. And you know, her and I have been through some stuff. But again, it did really all work out for the best. Like it really did. Like we're happy where we are now. But it was a long road, you know. All right, guys. Hey, we got 3.5 minutes, guys. 3.5 minutes. And so, yeah, one thing the trolls don't realize is like, listen, I'm living my dream. They can say whatever they want. They can create as many fake accounts as they want, man. I'm living my dream, bro. I get to talk about the stock market for 3-4 hours a day and make more than most people do sitting at my computer talking about stocks, giving away free information too while I do it. So I'm not even charging people for anything. And so, and I got multiple income streams now too. So I really am living my dream, man. Very fulfilling, super happy. And yeah. Again, if none of that stuff would have happened, I might not have been here. I don't know what would have happened to me, but yeah. Scholar and a gentleman. Hey, thanks, man. Look at Tesla pullback. So Tesla pull it back a little bit right now. We're at 250, almost 251s. Roblox still breaking down. Well, but Roblox still breaking down. So we'll see what we get for Roblox. We'll see if it bounces back. It's down so much to where I'm thinking about adding some to it. I don't know if I'm going to, but I'm thinking about it. And let me know your argument for or against adding to Roblox here. Again, I think there's an argument for or against it, to be honest. There's two arguments there. Right, yeah, 100%. I try to turn the controversy into views. Like, if it could be dramatic, I'll engage with the trolls. People were like, hey, John, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. It's like, dude, I'm making content right now, That's what they fail to realize is that a lot of people tune in for the drama, to be honest. When you're the greatest trader of all time ever, it is what it is. What did I learn to program? I use like Maz Hamadi's Python course when I first learned. I use Team Treehouse. They're a great source if you want to learn to code. Team Treehouse is great. Free Code Camp has got some really good courses and content there. Yeah, definitely top 3. All right, guys. Hey, here's a little bounce in the E-mini here. Again, we locked in profit. We got about a minute and a half left until the market opens. About a minute and a half left. Again, we're watching the SPY. The SPY's still technically green. Nice second half of the day yesterday when the opening was pretty red. Real traders of YouTube. I don't know how many real traders of YouTube there actually are, but people would probably watch it. All right, so there's a big dip in the S&P 500 right now. So there's the E-mini dipping down. Tesla bouncing up at 251s. 251s. Again, SPY down at 449s. Yeah, I'm looking at $33 level. This is a big pullback. There's the market open right there, guys. So there's the market opening. Got a quick little bounce back up. We'll see if this drags the rest of the market up as well. All right, starting to see a flush in Tesla. Tesla stock dipping down a little bit. Let me see where Disney's at, too. Disney has earnings today. But again, we took most of the profit off with Disney earlier in pre-market this morning. SPY's starting to turn back down. And again, you can kind of see a big dip in Tesla, too. Yeah, I think one of the ways that I get rid of the trolls, guys, is to put it in sub-only mode. So I'm going to throw this thing in sub-only mode just to kind of get rid of the trolls. Big pullback in markets, though, and everything really that I'm seeing. Is it time to buy a dip, though, I guess is the question. I don't know yet. Market's kind of been flat. I think the CPI report's going to be a big tell. I'm going to take a short position here. Quick. See if I can ride the flush breakdown. We got one contract here. We might add up to two. All right, so there's a big move up. We're gonna add two. So there's two contracts here. All right, we took half off there, locked it in. Nicely green on the day. We got a little bit more green on the day here as well, but we got a cushion to let it work. All right, so we just made a little bit more. So yeah, we're up about $100 on the day right now. Nice little cushion. We might add another one here too, anticipating a potential breakdown. So there's one trade. All right, we just got out there. So we're up about 150 on the day right now. Up about 150, 4-to-1 win-loss ratio today. Up about 150 or 140 actually right now. So we got a cushion. That's step one, is build a cushion. Starting to get another bounce back up. I do like the short idea, but the market's looking really weak and extended on the downside here. All right, so we did get a flush breakdown. Look at Tesla dumping down as well here. So Tesla falling. All right, market's flushing back down. Tesla's starting to pop up a little bit here, guys. So a little bit of a bounce in Tesla. Roblox dumping down here. So again, we're going to have to give it time. Hey, later, Sam. Have a good day, brother. Roblox down 25% today, guys. 25% down for Roblox. Might be time to buy the dip. I think you got to be patient with it, though. I'm at $59. Just need 10 more for the daily target. Hey, that's pretty solid. I mean, good luck, man. Hope you make some money, dude. All right, so the S&P 500 has bounced back. I'm going to go ahead and short this. We already got about $150 cushion, $140 cushion on the day. All right, got a nice little green trade here. Let's see if we get a flush breakdown. There we go. All right, just made another $50, up about 200 on the day, right around $200. All right, so we shorted the market. We got a 5-to-1 win-loss ratio. Here's the graph today. Is the NASDAQ pushing up? Yeah, Roblox dumping down again, about 10% today. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? Hey, thanks, brother. Yeah, so we get another dump down here. Man, my son was right about Roblox too, dude. My son talked about how Roblox will be worth about half the price in 5 years on Roblox. And he said it when Roblox was at $80. No, there's no Fed meeting today. Nothing today. Yeah, Roblox started to bounce back. Again, I do like this short position here. I'm going to go ahead and short this. See if we get a flush down. Slightly green. We can add up to 2 contracts here in the green. All right, so there's 2 contracts. All right, so slightly green. Let's see if it break down. There we go. All right, we just took half off that first one. All right, we just got out the rest. So yeah, we're up about made a little bit more from that. So yeah, we're up about 240 on the day right now, about $240 green. Here's our profit graph on the day. 7-to-1 win-loss ratio. So we're winning in 7-to-1 out of trades. The kid learned from the best. Yeah, he tries. I'm gonna hopefully be able to get him into trading too. I would love to get him involved with trading. My daughter could care less about trading at all, dude. They don't care about trading at all. But my son, he's the math one. My son loves math. He's in like the 95th percentile in mathematics in his school. And so he's the big math whiz out of my family. All right, so another breakdown here. Slightly green. I don't want to let this one run up too much, though. See if we get the flush breakdown here. The market looks red, and it's been really red this morning, so we've been shorting. All right, more red. There we go. Another breakdown, testing these lows. All right, so we're just going to cut that. Lock in the profit when we can. Again, we are up about 260 on the day. Again, an 8-to-1 win-loss ratio. The rest of the market's looking pretty weak, too. A lot of stuff's looking weak. Market's testing the bottom of that range here. I just got stopped out of my short from earlier. Yeah, the market's flushing down even more, though. Look at the market dump. Again, so the short bias strategy has been working well. Roblox might be a good dip buy, man. I'm really thinking about it. It's down a lot. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. Roblox down like 25% today. It's gone from 40 to 30. Let's see if that $30 level holds first. $30 could be a psychological support. The market's looking weak, though. Giving back a lot of the gains it made earlier. Let me check on everything else. Tesla down, too. What's Disney doing? Disney drops earnings today. Disney's doing a little bit better than a lot of these. So we're still green on Disney. And Disney's testing the top of that range, too. Yeah, with the Roblox earnings dwindle. Yeah, Roblox struggling. Again, I got to wait for it to settle first. I want to see if it holds at 30. It's really like the psychological level that I think it makes sense to pay attention to. It's already down 25% on the day. There's a big surge back up in market activity. So look at that big bounce. I'm going to short this a little bit more. Try to ride that downward trend down here. So we shorted it, and we are now up nicely in that 50, 75. We got a nice little position where we could probably let this work a little bit longer here, mostly shorting the downward market. And if it works, great. We'll stay in it. If it goes back up, we'll get out break even. There's Tesla finally starting to bounce a little bit too. All right, so now we're kind of flat in this trade. I don't want to get stuck too bad in this one. So I'm not going to add any to it, but I'll think about cutting it if it goes too much against me. All right, so we're still slightly green here. We also reject that top of that trend, which is what I wanted. Here's a flush breakdown. There we go. Still green again. I could probably give this time to work. Yeah. Maybe it's not a big surge. Maybe I'm exaggerating, or not really exaggerating, more of an embellishment, but still. We got a little bounce, I should probably say, instead of a big bounce. A little bounce. Disney's bouncing back over VWAP. It's at 95.15s. I'll let this test the top of this trend line and then cut it if it can't break it. Or struggle and then cut it if it breaks it, I mean, right here. Starting to see a bounce back in Tesla too. Yeah, we're right around that exit spot for me here. Again, Disney's bouncing back up. Tesla bouncing back up. Roblox is bouncing back up a little bit at that $30 level. All right, so we're back at the green here. Looks like that risk level is good enough. All right, so there's the nice flush back down. See if it holds. There we go, $50 up. Or at least we were for a second. I'll probably pivot to holding this one break even now. There we go. All right, we're back up to $75 green on this trade, at least 80. We'll go ahead and cut that now. All right, so yeah, you can kind of see, here's our graph today. We are up about 360, 370 or so. Letting the rest of the market consolidate and work some. Yeah, Roblox still looking weak. Disney rejected at the top of the range too. Nice little graph and cushion on the day now for sure. Slow build up of profit, so not a bad little, graph here. Market just flushed under lows again. Again, shorting the market. This is why you trade with the trend. Guys, this is why you trade with the trend. All right, so Disney under VWAP here. Again, we've been day trading this downward trend for so long. The problem is, like, eventually trends break. They're not typically going to maintain a trend for like extended periods of time. But here's the trend that I see currently. If y'all see a different trend, let me know. But that's the trend I currently see. See if we hold it. Let me put this a little bit closer. There we go. So again, that's the trend I currently see. Anything else you guys see? Again, if you want to day trade with me on TopStep, here's the link. Check it out. Again, it's a slow day until CPI tomorrow, which is a huge day for market activity. And so again, if you want to try to get funded, TopStep's the most legit one in the world. They pay out millions and fund thousands of traders a year. Again, what they do is they give you a demo. They test your skill. If you can hit the target on that demo while following their rules and conditions, then they fund you between 50K up to 150K with a 90% split, and you get to keep your first 10K. And again, they pay out millions in actual withdrawals every year. Just taking the challenge builds your skill, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. Most people are going to fail these challenges because most day traders lose. And again, I could act like I'm some crazy good day trading guru slanging courses at you, or I could be real. Most day traders lose money. Again, not just on TopStep, but anywhere. But TopStep is much less risk. If you lose on TopStep, it's not the end of the world. If you put up money yourself, you can take a lot of risk doing so. And so this is a really good way to limit your risk when you're learning to day trade. You still have some pressure, but not like all the pressure of putting up the money yourself. And so it's just a great middle ground of trading. And you can check out that link right there. They are a sponsor of mine. I'm definitely biased in their favor. But you can check out the link right there. Great way to help support the channel. Are starting to pop up a little bit. You get Disney right at $89, and Disney's been on a tear the last few days. Let's see if Tesla starts to rebound too. I can see this trend starting to potentially break on the upside now. And I see some markets starting to pop back up a little bit. I didn't see it. What did the CPI come in as, Chris? All right, so there's Tesla just flushing down, breaking lows here. That's going to drag the market down, I think, a little bit too. Tesla turning. Let's see if it pulls the market down. Look at the E-mini. So the E-mini could arguably still be in this trend as well. Just a little bit broader of a trend if you want to look at it like that. But look at Tesla dump. Quick fall for Tesla. Again, Tesla down at 246s right now. Wow. Luckily, I took most of the profit off on that one too. But man, what a dump. Look at that. It should drag the market down. I'm going to short this. We're right at the top of the range. Tesla weak could drag the market down. I'm going to use that and maybe short. We have a decent enough cushion on the day where we could probably just take one contract and try to let it work that way. So we're shorting here. We're down 75. We'll give it time to work. Yeah, look at Tesla crack lows again. There's the pull down. So again, this was all based off of Tesla weakness. And it looks like that worked out great. We got a nice little room here in this Tesla short. There we go. 75, 90, 100. All right, so we just made another 100. Again, you can kind of see how you build trade strategies around this here. You can see my P&L on the day currently, guys. We are up about 500, a little bit less than 500. We got a 10-to-1 win-loss ratio day trading today. And so that's my point, is like people can say whatever they want about my skill as a day trader. You can't really fake this. Again, a 10-to-1 win-loss ratio. I mean, some days we're just going to be getting lucky, and maybe that's today. But, you know, people can say what they want. Yeah, Tesla dragging the market though. We'll see if the rest of the market starts to bounce. We had a pretty good green day yesterday, and now we're kind of giving it back, but we're still pretty flat over the last 2 days. And again, heading into CPI, that's going to be the big story. You can kind of see the trend flowing through here. You can kind of see the longer term trend here in terms of like flow. Trying to draw this trend so you guys can see it. That's the trend I currently see. Tesla actually bounced it up a little bit, but I think it'll probably reject, but who knows? Apple bouncing back up a little bit too. That might drag things back up with us as well. What's Microsoft doing? Yeah, pretty solid day so far. We'll see if we continue it. I think we're still in that downward trend. Again, my Exxon trade's actually doing really well. I might take some cushion off on that one as well. Yeah, we'll take a little bit off of our Exxon trade because Exxon's breaking highs, and so I think now's the day to probably unload a little bit here. Go and lock out of some Exxon. Still green today on Target. Tyson Foods were up nicely in that one too. Still in that downward trend. Again, it depends on what Tesla does. Like if we have like a stair-step pattern here like this on Tesla, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I think it's certainly possible to get that stair-step breakdown pattern right now. So like Tesla basically broke down. Tesla basically goes like this, right? It drops, bounces up, drops, bounces up, drops, right? I'm not saying that's what's going on right here, but I think it's certainly possible that that's what's going on right here. And so I think it's something that you want to watch at the very least and pay attention to. We also have Disney earnings today, guys. So Disney's earnings report drops today. And we'll probably stream it. It's a short one, so it's not going to be that much work on us. But we'll probably stream it, you know. Now the question is, do we continue in this downward trend? I'll go ahead and take another short based off of this. See if we flush down or break even there. Why are you back here? Sorry, my daughter's back here.
School was great.
Huh?
School was absolutely wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
We're about to eat.
All right. I love you. Have a good day. All right. So yeah, you can see the market starting to flush break down. We're slightly green in the trade, or at least we're flat. I think the market can do anything. I think the market's down a lot, and Tesla's still starting to bounce, and Tesla's heavily weighted, so it might influence the market a lot too. And we'll probably end up cutting this if it starts to bounce back too much. All right, there we go. We're flat again. Now, ideally, I could probably take some larger risks now that I'm up so much on the day already. I'm going to give this one more second, but I'm very close to cutting this. Maybe that 1 second was the right move. Watch Tesla. Tesla's going to be the real story here in terms of what Tesla's doing. You can see Tesla actually starting to bounce back a little bit more. You can also watch like Apple. Apple's heavily weighted. There we go. I just got to watch it closely. Apple's starting to finally bounce back too. Roblox bouncing back at the $30 level as well. It's kind of the level that I talked about. All right, so we're kind of consolidating between green and red on this trade. There we go. Now we're slightly green. Mostly been shorting all day, and shorting has turned out great for me. I don't like that bounce up. I'm going to cut that. That's too risky, and so we're going to get out there. And maybe it works, but again, we're still up 430 on the day or so. It's just too much risk. That's the first loss we've taken in a minute. We still got a 5-to-1 win-loss ratio. Oil and natural gas. Apple broke down a lot this morning. Now it's finally started to break down, bounce back a little bit. Meta's down big, but I think a lot of these were due for a pullback in complete honesty. I think a lot of these were time for a pullback. We could short this upward trend. Tesla's starting to bounce back as well. The problem is like tech, like Meta's looking really weak. Meta's down to like 308s, 307s. Yeah, we're not going to be green on everything. Again, it looks like it was the right move to cut that trade too, because the rest of the market surged up some. And I'll probably go ahead and close it down. I don't know if we're going to take more swings or not, but we got Disney earnings later. I'm going to go ahead and relax for the rest of the day. Hey, I love you all. Y'all be safe. Again, check out TopStep. TopStep, great sponsor of mine. Great way to help support the channel. CPI is tomorrow. Guys, tomorrow we got CPI, an incredibly big date for everything tomorrow. Be sure to watch the stream. Hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. Again, check out MooMoo. Get up to 16 free stocks on MooMoo if you open up an account and deposit. So if you open up and deposit over 100, you get 5 free stocks. Over $1,000 deposit, if you open up an account and deposit over 1K, you get 15 free stocks. You open up an account and deposit over 5K, you get the previous 15 plus a free share of Google or Tesla. Great scanners. So free platform to use. Great scanners. I built this scanner that has a PE ratio over or under 40. Market cap over 100 billion or equal to 100 billion and around 20-day lows. And these are the stocks around it. Pepsi might be a good option. We're going to look at that. Paperfolio allows me to follow traders, see what they're doing, mimic their trades if I want to, see what they're up on the month. This guy's up 50% on the month. I can see what his portfolio looks like, all that good stuff. Economic data, we talked about earnings. And again, with economic data, I can go to North America 3-star and see CPI tomorrow, PPI, retail sales, all that good stuff dropping. So a great way to check that out. Again, they have heat maps. I can go to market hotspots, see sectors, heat maps, get some free shares, zero commission stock, and open the entire time of pre-market. And so again, zero commission stock trades open the entire time of pre-market. Check out our sponsors. Link is in the description. Check out TopStep. Link is in the description. Of course, they are sponsors of mine, so I'm incredibly biased in their favor because they pay me money. But I love you all. Y'all be safe. We'll be back later on. I'll see you guys later.